Zaza and Will, what's happening? We here, man. We outside. Like I always say, we outside, but we in Vegas today. Yeah, Las Vegas. We about to look at a very serious car collection. You see that behind me? Nostalgia car? That's the one, man. Hot rods like you have never seen before. Check this out, man. If you can't get to Vegas, well, you about to be in Vegas with me. Let's go check out these cars, man. Here we go.
Sorry, so this right here is Art and Shirley Goldstrom. This whole museum is their private collection. They were married for over 65 years and collected throughout their whole marriage. They were high school sweethearts. They had a huge demolition contracting company in town back in the day. They tore down basically everything out here. The hotels, casinos. They did the freeway groundwork, tore down the city jail, which you'll see when we go out here. Made a really decent living, so they started buying themselves some toys. They just didn't know when to stop buying toys. So their daughter Sherry actually decided to turn this into a museum. What you see today is only going to be about 60% of the collection, just because we don't have the space to properly display it, and the fire department would not be too happy if we crammed it all into these rooms. Their daughter Sherry runs the business now. Unfortunately, Shirley passed in 2015, but Art is still here. He's 88 now. We think it's time for him to enjoy retirement, so we let him just kick back and relax and see us do all the work. So the first two rooms you go through are going to be Shirley's collection. This room right here is her baby. This is probably, there's a whole bunch more of her stuff you would see in here. Everything in this room's authentic, has a certificate of authenticity, except for these 5 ID cards in this case behind us. And there's a Donald Trump picture on the back wall. Those are just the only things that aren't authentic.
That aren't absolutely authentic.
Yeah. Everything else is authentic, has a certificate of authenticity. And then once we go to start going to the other rooms, I'll tell you more about it. But she's a Chevy gal, he's a Ford guy. So you will see that throughout the collection. She really loved sports. People kind of think, oh, this must have been art stuff. No, Shirley loved her football.
Oh.
If you can maybe guess, looking at this wall briefly, she loved the Niners. She was a huge Joe Montana fan, but I think pretty much everyone in her age group was. I mean, he was a good-looking guy for his days. So all these helmets you see down here, she actually had quite a bigger collection of them. Her and Art used to host Super Bowl parties, and they would actually do raffles. And they would give away the signed helmets to their guests. Makes me kind of bummed I wasn't a guest there. Not that I watch football. I just feel like it'd be cool to have a signed helmet.
Wow.
And when you get to this corner over here, once you start the music, you'll see she loved her Elvis. She was a big
Elvis fan. Okay. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of stuff.
There sure is.
Guitars and everything. Goodness gracious.
I'm in here every single day and I still find something new.
Wow. Dang, it doesn't end.
No.
Every turn I keep going, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Wow. That's a beautiful shot right there.
Oh, yeah.
Golly. Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, now that photo is the photo that kind of made Playboy what Playboy became.
Really?
But it wasn't like Playboy that took that photo of her. It was actually just a private photographer. Paid her maybe $500 for that. And then he sold it for a lot more to Playboy, and then Hugh Hefner made a lot more money.
Off that, yeah. Wow. Wow, this is an extra bonus. I had no idea we was going to do this.
To add this little bonus room just because this was Shirley's passion. Art was the cars, and their daughter Sherry, this was actually the final room we fully completed.
Okay.
We finished this room, I believe it was in 2014. And we just wanted to add this in just because sometimes wives or someone else gets dragged into this car museum, like, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
We're like, we need something they're going to want to look at too.
Yeah.
Everyone falls in love in this room. They find something cool, or it reminds them of their childhood. Or some family member from, when they were little.
Oh my goodness gracious. All this nostalgic stuff down here. I did not expect this at all.
I know, it's a lot.
Goodness gracious. Presidents and good golly. Wow. I know my wife gonna be mad she didn't come this time. She see these videos. There's just so much stuff. It's a whole damn Gladiator. Return of the Jedi. Oh wow. Okay.
So this was the Las Vegas City Jail. Art tore this down in the 70s. He decided to keep 8 of the cells because why not? I think one day he plans to start his own little, small jail. This was a women's solitary confinement, so you might have not ended up. Wow. So this is Art's room.
Okay, this is his favorite room.
Yes.
Oh my God, they're so, and they're all functioning, right?
Every single
That's the
car
most
is
important
functioning,
thing for me. That every one of these cars you can just get in and turn on and drive away. That is amazing. As old as these cars are, and I am falling in love with these old trucks. I'm gonna get me one of these. I'm gonna get me one of these Ford trucks.
So this room is my favorite just because it feels like you're like hopping back in time.
Yeah.
And it's like a couple decades you're going back, you know?
Yeah.
You got the early 1900s and 20s, and then you got like the 50s vibes going on as well.
What are these?
So these are like hit and miss motors. So like this one right here was an air compressor back in the day. If you would have heard, this is, you know, one of those older ones. It's not as modern as our technology now.
Right.
But if you would have heard these things, oh my God, the way they backfire, it's just it's really loud. But yeah,
What are they
this
used
would have
for?
been this one right here would have been like an air compressor.
Oh,
so you
okay.
would use this one for air. This one was a wheat, like a grinder, wheat grinder, wheat
Okay.
miller.
Okay.
This one right here was an air compressor as well. I believe this one over here was our corn husker, as well as that one over there.
Oh.
And this is our, you know, a gas drum and then an oil drum.
Oh. Wow.
And the oldest vehicle in our whole collection is right here, this 1910 car. It was bought out of a Sears catalog for about $437. The catalog is actually up right on the shelf underneath the doll, the one that's all wrinkled up and
Yeah.
rolled.
Wow.
Now I look at this and I don't know how you would have driven it. We have a bunch of guests who are actual mechanics come in and take a look at it to try and understand it and go, they understand why cars did not originally take off how everyone expected. It took a little time for them to get the traction. But this thing would have gone maybe 10 miles per hour. I mean, it was dangerous having the starter in the front and
Real horseless carriage right there.
Yeah.
That's an actual horseless carriage.
Yeah, and you would have driven it with that stick.
That
I
stick.
don't understand it, but glad I don't have to do it. We got our barbecue right here. It's a grill with the.
Oh, it's
you
a
know,
grill.
You gotta have the stereo. It's a Cadillac.
With
there.
lights that work.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, the creativity and ingenuity is so amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It is so amazing. Wow.
And then you see this dump truck here. If you see, we have it on a couple different ones, just like this one over here. You'll see Art Goldstrom Enterprises.
Okay.
That was the name of the demolition company they had.
Oh, okay. Wow. Beautiful. This is outstanding. Let me take a picture of this up here. Hot Remington chemical. Oh.
So there is only 5 cars in there just because Shirley loves the Chevys, Art loves the Fords. So right here, this gray one is a 49 Fastback. This was her baby. And then the rest of them are gonna be Bel Air. So right behind you is a 55. And that middle one's a 56, the purple. And then the 2 corners over there are 57s. The 57's still original. This reddish orange one you're looking at right now only has 44 miles on it.
Damn.
All original except for the paint job on it.
Wow.
It makes me sad because I can easily do 44 miles in a day.
Yeah, I know, right? Goodness gracious.
And then this white 57 right here, it's still all completely original. This one's a little more interesting because it's got a dual carburetor. You don't really see that as often. And it's a convertible. I mean, my dream car is a 57 convertible.
Yeah, you can actually find one of those.
Yeah.
See, I'm coming from a place where we see classic cars, but we don't see them for sale.
Yeah.
Talking to a
Yeah.
guy yesterday, he said, I bought both. I assumed everybody's builders. So I said, hey, man, how long did it take you to do it? He said, I bought it like this.
Yeah. That is
Hey,
one
what?
thing that we're lucky out here because we do have, it's desert weather. So
Yeah.
we don't deal with, the cars stay better. They stay a little more intact out here. We don't have to deal with the snow and the salting the roads. So rusting isn't super big of an issue. The only issue you really have out here if you keep your cars outdoors is the sun rotting away at the tires, the interior, the paint jobs and stuff.
That's it, man. That's the best car collection I've ever seen. For one family to own, like I said, man, we in Vegas. We outside. I'm officially a hot rod dude now. I just got indoctrinated. Hope y'all enjoy that, man. Zaza on Wheels. We'll see you.